Okay, I'm going to be reviewing these two products that I got off of Amazon. One is the Renpho RP-FM079R, and the other one is the Snailax SL-522S. So these are both heated foot massagers. This one I purchased about $59.99, and this one was on sale for $109. I think currently it's on sale for $115 and a normal price of $135. This is the unit I got first, and what I wanted for is, I work from home and I'm in a finished garage, and so it's a concrete slab. It gets pretty cold out here, it's winter right now. You know, I have heat, but the floor is cold, so I wanted something to keep my feet warm. And this is the one that I ordered first, and you kind of just put your feet in here, and here's the remote. It's a pretty simple remote. It has on, off, and then when you turn it on, you also have to tell it that you want it to do either heat or massage or both of those at the same time. So I'll let that run a little bit so you can check the decibel meter there. Now, it does make a little bit of noise. It's pretty quiet. I wouldn't complain about the noise at all. Let me just open that up. You can kind of see what it's doing. There's a zipper on here. You can take this cover off and remove it. It's kind of just a foam block with some rollers in it, and you feel the heat above and below the rollers. So let me get into some things that I didn't like about this. Number one, the heat. I really didn't feel it where I needed to. If it did get hot at all, I kind of mostly felt it in my toes. You don't really feel it in the arches of your feet at all. And frankly, this thing just doesn't get warm enough to make your feet feel warm. It runs for 15 minutes, and there's no upping that. You just have to grab the remote and start it up again. And I found I had to run this thing for like 3 cycles, 45 minutes, for it to actually get warm enough where it started making my feet feel warm. And after I did that, it shut off. And I guess that's an overheating mechanism, which I'm surprised that it runs that way, because my feet were just getting warm and it shut itself off for 30 minutes. So I was pretty unhappy with that. As far as just the design of this thing, here's the other complaint. Like I said, I originally just got this as something to keep my feet warm, but it wasn't doing that. And then I started looking at other units. I'll get into that in a little bit. As far as the massage mechanism, if you wanted this to, actually massage your feet, here's my complaint about this, right? It relies on you to apply downforce into the massage head to, get the right level of intensity for your foot massage. When I have this sitting under my desk, I'm having to apply that downforce, and if my feet are out in front of me, it's going to fatigue your leg muscles pretty quickly, sustaining a downforce on that. And then what I found I was doing is moving my chair closer, and it just started really messing with my posture, and I was getting back pain. So I can't recommend this thing as a massager at all. It's just not conceived well the way that it's designed. It's going to cause you other problems because it's relying on you to create that downforce. Other complaints about this unit, you can see it's corded. It's a pretty short cord. 33 inches. It's enough where if you're just sitting here, you can use it. If you're a taller person, even that might be a problem. I'm not very tall. I'm 5'7", so I can reach this fine. But the big problem I had with it is this wouldn't reach up to the top of my desk. I don't even know if this thing would sit on like a keyboard tray. But frankly, it's way too short. I had to leave it hanging in the open drawer of my desk, and then every 15 minutes when it shuts itself off, I got to open up the desk drawer and take out the remote. So all that was pretty annoying to me, and it wasn't much of a price point difference to go to a device like this, which does a much better job of massage. It has a wireless remote, so you're not dealing with the cord. It's very low profile. This thing is tiny. I'll show you. Here it is with a quarter on it. It's quite a small little remote. So let's talk about this guy a little bit. So just to sum up this one, I bought it, and within a day I had already filed the return with Amazon. It just wasn't what I wanted. Then I started shopping around and looking at the other devices that were out there, and I found this guy, the Renpho. Ordered it and really like it. I've had it for a couple days now. Let's talk about some key differences. So one, it has these removable inserts. You'll see that each foot has its own little cubby in it. Kind of turn that around for you. You just put your feet in there. Each one has its own pocket, and those are both zippered in, removable, washable. So that's really nice, I think, long term. If you have a heated massager, your feet are probably going to sweat a little bit. This one, yeah, you can remove the top, but I don't know how you're going to clean out that cube thing. It's probably going to get gross pretty fast. So that's a really nice feature with these, that they're removable, the inserts. It is a hard case. We'll talk about that in a little bit. It's got quite a large profile on it. The clearance from here down is about 8 inches. It does fit under my desk just fine, but that may be something to be aware of. I mean, this is a larger unit. I'll show you kind of side-by-side profile of these. Comparatively, this one's much smaller and it's also softer. It's got some flex to it, where this is a hard case unit. All right. That said, let's get into the features of this guy. So features it has, so it turns on. It has a 15 or 30-minute runtime, which is nice. It has 3 levels of kneading intensity. It has heat from above and below, and you can select if you want one or both of those on. And then 3 levels of air intensity. Let's talk about that. That's the big advantage of this unit. Okay, there's an airbag in here. That's why it has a hard shell. There's an airbag in the top and around your feet, and it presses your feet down into the massage head. And so it's not depending on you to apply that downward force. Not only is it not just pressing your feet down, it's not just like a hard thing on top of your feet. It's very comforting. It's a nice compression massage. So those two things working together, it's really nice. And like I said, you have 3 levels of both knead intensity and 3 levels of air intensity. So I'm going to run this now so you can hear it, and I'm going to run it with the air intensity at the highest. And what you'll hear it kind of do, it basically just runs in small cycles. It kind of ramps up the air and then lets it vent out and then applies it again. So it's not constant air pressure. Okay? So it's on, and I'm turning the air intensity up to the highest, and I'll just let it run so you can hear it. So there you go. That's about what it does. It just kind of pumps up a little bit and then lets the air pressure out. Just turn it on and off. It does forget some of the settings, which I don't really mind that too awful much. I think it would probably be a problem if you had it set on the highest intensity and then somebody else went to use it and weren't expecting it. It does leave the heat setting where you want it. I really like that. So I guess one other thing to mention about these is the plug. Again, not really a huge deal, but if you're going to be nitpicky, I like that for the Renpho, they put the transformer in the middle of the plug, so it's not taking more spots on your power strip. This one, the Snailax, has this giant AC adapter, which is going to take up more space on your power strip, which I can't stand when they do that. I want to be able to use all 6 of those outlets. So that's it. Yeah, in summary, I think $50 more for this one, if you can get it on sale, is absolutely worth it. And for this one, it seemed like if you just wanted to heat your feet up, it would do an okay job. But again, for the reasons that I mentioned, I can't recommend this one at all for anything. Thanks. Hope this was helpful.